Everything okay there?
Yes, all great. How about you there, sir? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has. I never know where you are these days.
I'm in Jogja and Magelang actually. I'm doing KKN, sir. Do you know KKN is like social things from college that I have to attend in like for 2 months. So I'm pretty busy with.
Oh, okay. So you've been doing college work as well,
Yes,
make, make,
right.
make, making you very busy.
Yes, that's why I readily came to Jogja base as well, or doing things such.
Yeah,
I do everything.
yeah, everything. Yeah.
How you doing, sir? All great.
All right. Con- Everything is in order considering the where we are. It's okay.
Have you got vaccine things?
Have I got what? Sorry.
Vaccine.
Vac- What's that?
Vaccine, sir.
Oh,
COVID
vaccine. Oh,
vaccine.
yes. Is on the 3rd of November.
Oh, that'll be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's so you just got when was your first vaccine,
12th of
sir?
August.
12th of August, and the next is November,
Yeah,
eh?
they said to wait till the 3rd of November. I think it's about somewhere near 3 months.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you vaccine?
No problems for me, and no after effects, nothing. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Actually, we went to the health centre. I think it's near UGM, and they were very good. Actually, they're very good. Yeah. So no problems at all. Even give you a free Milo, and a free paracetamol. How's that?
That's cool. That's cool. I didn't like drive through, sir. You know, it's like me just on the motorcycle, and I just stopped by the UKM, and they vaccine
Yeah,
me. I just have to go. It's so simple.
yeah, very simple. Yeah, and nobody's got anything to be concerned about. It's very straightforward.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and we're starting to see good movement in Georgia now. I think it's getting a bit better,
Yep.
um, and things are opening up. And I even went to the movies for the first time in nearly 6 months the other night.
What movie?
I've seen two actually. I saw Suicide Squad, and I saw that new Marvel one. What is it? Sa Cheng or whatever. Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yep. That's cool. That's cool. You know what? It's
Yeah.
actually, sir. It's it's getting better in Yogyakarta as well. In Bukit Vista, we saw like
Yes.
the best
Yeah.
movies in
And
Africa.
now that and now there's a few tourist places opening up as well.
Right.
The local government wants to trial, so they've opened up the Penis Forest and a couple of other places, Brexit,
Yes.
and somewhere else. I forget what the other place was.
I,
So they're trialing all that out.
yeah, there are 4 beaches that as in trial for opening during this time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. As they're trialing with the shopping malls and things like that as well. But so far so good. I'm using my Paduli Tracer app, and that's working very well.
I haven't tried that one. I haven't go anywhere.
Yeah. If you go to the mall, yeah, some more. If you go to the mall, you've got to scan and check in and check out. And if you go to the movies, you have to scan in twice. So you have to scan in when you go into the mall, and you have to scan in when you go into the movie theater.
Cool.
But yeah, but it's very straightforward. So it's no issue.
Okay. Yes. First of all, thank you, sir, for attending this session for today. So maybe I would like to
My
pass.
my
Uh,
pleasure.
yep. Thank you. I will pass the back to Asa first, maybe to introduce and start the session for today.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Andre, for having a nice chit chat, yeah, with Mr. Thompson. So, hello, Pak Chris. My name is Asa. I'm also one of Andre and also Rose's friend here in Bukit Vista, and
Nice
we're
to
very
meet you,
glad.
Isa.
Yes, nice to meet you too, sir. And yeah, we're very glad to have you in this session for our community sharing session regarding the House of Gembala's journey in creating a delightful stay. And right
Yep.
now we have some of our partners. They are
Yes.
from Farmhouse. It is located
Good.
in the center of Yogyakarta, and also from Mbak Mega. She is the owner of Rumah Pajangan, a villa in Bantul. And one more, we have Dea from Komala Guest House. But Dea from
Yes.
Komala Guest House. Yes.
Okay. Selamat sore, everyone. I wish my Bahasa was better to do this in Bahasa, but I hope you'll be all right with my English.
Yeah, they must be okay, sir. We're learning here, everyone.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, and Andre is here to help us as well. So yeah, thank you, Andre.
If you if either of you need to
Yeah.
translate, you can do that.
All right
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So that's from for the introduction, and here we have Ross as well to record the session, and also
Yes.
Om Rafiq and Kak Tandy from community as well to join our session
Thank,
today.
very
Okay
good.
then.
Is Ross there? I can't see her. Is she not there at the moment?
Yeah, she doesn't show her face at the
Hi,
moment.
sir.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh, there.
I'm
Oh,
Ah,
there
Asma.
she is. Hey,
Yeah.
oh, belated happy birthday to you too, by the way.
Yes, sir. I record this and while have class.
Right. Okay.
Nice to meet
yeah,
you,
Ross is
Miss Chris.
multitasking.
All right.
All right then. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to Andre then to moderate this
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Back to you, Andre. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone, and thank you for attending this session for today. So I'd like to start the session for today. We have community sharing session with one of our property owners, Mr. Chris from the House of Gembala, and we would like to talk about his journey in increasing a delightful stay. As we know, Chris has been our partners in Bukit Vista for years, and we would like to share from Mr. Chris' perspective about what's happening on Gembala experience as well. So Asa, please remove the screen. Next. So I'd like to introduce myself. Yeah, I'm Andre. Actually, I'm from HAR Bukit Vista. It's host, air support, and reservation. We mainly working on reservation hosting as well, which is related to the guests. And also, I've been working closely with Mr. Chris since 2019. So I've been working for almost 2 years with Mr. Chris,
Yes.
managing
Yes.
and many properties in Jogja as well. But now I'm moving to Bali region, also handling valuation. We have a lot of valuation that we handle, such as maybe Jimbaran, Uluwatu, Jambu, and many others. So I'm currently studying in UGM, still studying as well in diploma. It's actually yeah, but I have finished my first year diploma in UGM as well. Fun fact about me, I won singing for Indonesia Independence Ceremony Day in Jakarta from 2019 and 2020. That's what I think. And like the continue the screen, Asha. Yes, so here I would like to introduce you what is Bukit Vista. Our mission is actually to inspire the lives of innovation that possibilities of the as well. So what I would like to emphasize over here is first one is that we want to inspire delight. So our point is inspiring delight, which is we giving outstanding service to a lot of people. If you see on the last sentences, we want to inspire delight guests, partners, and employees. So it's not only our guests, it's not only our employees, but also our partners. By doing these things for now, this session for now is one of the way that we want to inspire delight in partners. Second thing so important is that we want to inspire delight from hospitality innovation. So a lot of things that we've been doing during this pandemic, such as maybe from developing cleanliness standard, if I'm not mistaken, they're from community. And this session two is one of the session that we want to do when we want to fulfill our mission, which is on hospitality innovation. So that will be mentioned in Bukit Vista. And next asam, please. Yes, and for now, we would like to introduce you, Chris Thompson, Mr. Chris.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Welcome, Pak Chris.
Thank you.
So, would you like to introduce you more, sir? What is maybe?
All right.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want,
yeah.
okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Thompson. I have been retired in Yogyakarta now for almost 5 years, and I am a retired banker. I worked most of my life in New Zealand, and also I did some contract work for quite a few years in Papua New Guinea. It was years ago when I was working in Papua New Guinea that I came to Georgia and really liked the city very much, and decided move to Georgia, which is what I've done and been here for about 5 years now.
Okay, nice, sir. Thank you very much. Please, everyone, welcome Mr. Chris as well. Sir, if we may know one fun fact about you, what would you like to share? One fun fact about you.
One fun thing? Oh my goodness. One fun thing. That's a really hard one. One fun thing. Oh, I can be a very good teaser. I tease people and joke and make lots of jokes and tease, and sometimes people don't know it, but that's what I that's what I do.
Nice one, sir. Okay, thank you for introducing yourself and for the fun fact as well. That really works. It makes me
Oh
laugh.
yes, yeah. Sometimes my teasing a bit sophisticated and misses some people, but sometimes it hits.
Nice one, sir. Thank you for introducing yourself.
Okay.
So then we continue. Asa, please. Yeah, so Mr. Chris is one of our property partners. He's owners of the House of Gembala. This is the property with, yeah, I have to say the property is very beautiful. He managed it very well with Mr. Amin as well as I'm a second. So maybe we would like to know more about your property, sir. So maybe for this first session, start. So maybe the introducing you. So what is the name
All right.
property? You manage the
Okay.
property?
This particular this property is now we built this about 7 years ago, and a lot of it is a modern style minimalist concept, and we did have help with architectural help and interior design, but we wanted to make some really different features. So the second floor, which is all bedroom, 3 bedrooms, and in particular the master bedroom is very, very large. It's about 40 square meters, and the other 2 are a bit smaller than that, but they all have their own bathrooms and all have their own balconies. So and with big glass windows. So the idea was to have plenty of fresh air and good views from the second floor. And on the ground floor or the first floor, obviously we have the poolside area, which is very important to a lot of people, and then the main we have 2 lounges, one the introductory lounge, and then the main TV viewing lounge and breakfast bar. The idea was to have a lot of flow through air, so there's a lot of ventilation in the place, and as they say, the feng shui is correct. We also made a lot of effort to put in a lot of artwork, different types of artwork, and a lot of greenery inside and out to give it a fresh, natural feeling. So all in all, it's a little bit different to the normal style of house you will see in Indonesia because of those factors. But as I say, the main factors would be the bedrooms upstairs, very, very comfortable and very cozy. The main bathroom in the main bedroom is a double bathroom with jacuzzi. So as well as the swimming pool outside, also a double jacuzzi as well. So those are the main features. The villa itself is in a sort of semi-quiet area. It's building up around this area now, but it's easy access, and only if you go directly from the villa to Malioboro, for example, it's about 15 to 20 minutes by car. But in the Palagan area, which is where the villa is, there are lots and lots of good quality restaurants and cafes as well. So you're sort of out of the mainstream in Georgia City, but not so far that it's remote. So there you are. So those would be the main features of the house and its location.
Thank you, sir. That's very interesting. So you mentioned about the house is built different from the other houses that see in Indonesia because it's modern and such. What brings you in those kind of?
The ideas are based on what you can see from the second floor. With Mount Merapi, very, very clear. You can get a very clear view of Mount Merapi from the top rooms, or the top two rooms facing Merapi, and that was the inspiration to do that. As I say, some of the ideas I've bought myself from a Western concept, and the others by local interior designer and architects.
That's very cool, sir. If you could move back in the past, like, what is your first purpose? Why did you choose Yogyakarta to build your villa, or why did you choose like?
Because when I was working in Papua New Guinea, and I was working there for 15 years, I used to come here for my holidays, and I just really liked the place very much. Bali is very different, but it's not a place where I wanted to settle. Yogyakarta was more appealing to me. I'm not particularly a beach person, so I have other interests and I find that being a university city, it's probably more vibrant with younger people, and even though Yogyakarta is conservative, there is still a lot of things going on, and it's still a very interesting city in terms of culture.
Interesting. So, if I'm not mistaken, from this beautiful design that you have managed, it is very structured, everything on this villa right now. And
yes.
I also generate like some guests that very interesting such an artist, right? Could you tell us, sir, some art that you remember that have stayed on your villa?
Yeah, we have some very large paintings in the villa. We have 3 altogether, which were done by a local artist called Soli Hin. Some people may be aware of him. He is based these days in Semarang, but when he did those, he was based in Solo then. And I still see him from time to time, and he's still very, very active in his painting work. So we have those. Now, those paintings that we have are not original scenes, but they are ones we have found and got him to replicate in oil. So that's what he's done. And the other artworks are just things we've picked up along the way or found out. We've gone to various places around Georgia, and like some of the big vases, for example, and some of the bronze artwork which we found in a place near Boilali, for example. So we've picked all those things up, and the other thing I should mention is that all of the interior furniture and fit out was done by a local firm called Tala, which is in the Godian area. They're a local company, but very, very high quality furniture, and do not stop unless they have it perfect. So that's it. So those are how we arrived at the things we have in there.
Cool. Thank you very much, sir, for that. I think this could be a good takeaway for a lot of people here as well. I think Mr. Chris has a lot of connection with people in furniture, in artworks.
Yes.
So maybe we
Yes.
can connect with you
Yeah.
more. You would like to ask about it.
Yeah, that's right. And we've decided, we decided that we wanted to support local business where we could. So everything to do with the villa has been either sourced or made in Georgia.
Cool. Thank you very much, sir. So maybe we'd like to talk about more about the guest experience that has been happening in the House of Gembala. And we've been through a lot of ups and downs, right? So what is
Look, basically, Andre, we've been going over 2 years since we started up with Bukit Vista, or started the homestay business, and we have had it has been much busier than we anticipated, and for example, even during this COVID period, we have not had that much downtime. And let me say, for this month, September, we've had 23 days out of 30 booked. And that's even now during this COVID. Last month it was quite busy. August was about 18 days or so, 18 to 20 days. So it's really busy. So I must say that right from the start, the villa has been so busy. We have a good guest register there, and we're up to booking number 315. So that's how many bookings we've had through, 315, and on the average of about seven guests per booking, it's over 2,000 people have been through there.
That's very great, sir. That's an achievement for you and also for us.
Yeah. It's really hardly any downtime at all.
Cool. So if I may ask about what is the most frequently guest issues that happening when
Look, to be honest with you, when you look at all these bookings, we had very few problems. The only and you learn some of these things through experience, but probably one of the main things peculiar, I don't know if it's peculiar to Indonesia or not, is that when people book, they never give you an accurate number of guests. And that's even if they use your site, or they use Agoda, or they use Airbnb. You'll find that the guest numbers are never quite the same as the booking. So we've managed to learn how to deal with that, and we've only ever had one issue where we had about 16 people arrive, and I said, well, we just can't do it. And they said, oh well, we'll have to probably go somewhere else. And I said, well, yeah, we just can't. It just overstretches the facilities, and it's not, to me, it's not comfortable if you have that many people. I mean, so as well as that, your utilities like your water and so on struggle to keep up with that number of people. So one of the main things is try and get an accurate number of guests that are actually coming, and that means establishing how many adults and how many children, and so you can get a fix on it. These days we don't have too many issues because we know what to do. And the other thing is that myself or Armin are always there to greet the guests, so we know if there's going to be an issue that we can deal with it on arrival.
If you might share, what is the key point of how you actually want to solve those issues, sir?
How do we get over it? Well, by negotiation. Negotiation, or we ask people before they come how many guests are actually coming.
Cool. So we do two different things. The first is prevention, right?
Yes. Try and do it by prevention if you can, so that you've got an accurate number before they arrive, so that we don't have an issue on arrival.
Good. Okay. If the first thing is indeed very important, and how we actually want to prevent everything is happening, is such as we host the as let's say maybe 2 days before the arrival to make sure, or maybe we can ask them how many people actually going to come and stay on. Good prevention.
And that is why we set our pricing at a maximum of 6 guests, which is 2 per bedroom, and we will go up to at the moment we go up to about 12, because we do have extra beds, but we want to know before they come so we can be prepared. And if there's any guests over 6, we will charge additional for those additional guests over 6. Now that does stop people from overloading.
Good. What I can mention over here as well is that Mr. Amin is always there to greet the guests. So you got the engagement with the guests. So they will always.
It's either me or him. It's either me or him or both. And if now don't forget, a lot of bookings also via social media. And he does most of that himself because he can talk in Bahasa.
Right. So it'll be easier for people.
Yeah, it's okay because my house staff don't talk English. It's okay. If we have an issue, we can deal with it. My limited Bahasa will understand what's going on. But if it gets really complicated, I can get in to deal with it, or the house staff can deal with it to a degree. But really, of all the bookings we've had, we've never had any issues we can't solve.
Cool. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
So we conclude. So Mr. Chris, is actually the most issues that are happening on the House of Gembala is, if in Bukit Vista we call it silent turkey, sir. Let's say you book 6, but you come 8.
Well,
so
most of the time it's like that. But if you make it known that you have an additional charge over 6 guests, make it clear from the start. It makes people think twice before they try and overload without telling you.
Cool. Thank you, sir. That has been a good feedback for us as well, and also input for us. We actually want to do such a booking with the guests.
So it's very important to get those guest numbers right, and the numbers of children and what age they are, and the adults here. And the other thing to look out for is those where you get a group of young people wanting to have a party. Now we don't do that. We've had a couple that haven't gone quite right, but you need to be very careful and need to make it very known to particularly with larger numbers of guests, that there are no parties to be held. Most of our bookings are family orientated, and it's not an issue, but occasionally you will get those that are going to book the place for a party. Well, we just don't do it, and particularly we don't do it at the moment while we're still in PPKM, and we are very conscious that we need to look after our neighbours as well, so there's no extreme noise.
Thank you, sir. I think that's part of creating a straightforward rules for the guests as well, right? So
yeah. If you get offside with your neighbours, you will have big problems. So we are very careful that we follow the rules of the community, and also look after the interests of our neighbours as well, so we don't become a nuisance.
Right. Thank you, sir. So we have.
So I mean, if I can just add, Amin's just written something down here. He says people book for 2, and they come with 16 guests, which is what I've just said. And we told them we can't accept, and they moved to another place, but they still pay. That's happened once.
This has happened just lately, right, sir?
It happened about 3 or 4 months ago.
Oh,
They book for 2, and I think this is what I said right at the start. And we got 16 that arrived. They said, "Oh, we're a very big family," and I said, "No, that's fine, except that it's difficult for us to manage 16 guests, and it's not very comfortable for you." So they decided that they will go somewhere else, and they actually paid. They actually paid and just left it at that. So I said, "Fine," but that's only happened once.
Interesting. Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience over here as well. We have heard a lot of different story from your beginning of how you start your villa guests. So maybe we would like to start the Q&A session. So we would like to hear from the other friends over here. So
yes, by all means. Actually, I might just. Amin has just joined me, so I might just take my earphone off so he can hear.
Okay, cool. Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can hear the voices.
Oh no, there's some. Actually, I won't do that because there's some people over the road that are playing loud music. So if I take the headphones off, you might not be able to hear.
Okay, cool. Maybe you could show Mr. Amin if he's around you.
He's here.
Hello. Thank you, sir, for showing us Amin as well.
Yeah.
Maybe now it's Q&A session. Asa, would you like to help me to make this now Q&A session through all of the friends that we have over here, property owner here as well?
Okay, maybe we have got Pak Dedi from Farmhouse. Pak Dedi, are you here?
So we have. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Have a.
Pak Dedi from Farmhouse. I think he was here, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
All right, I think he's not here, and we have got Mbak Mega as well, but I think she is on the way to Semarang currently on her way, so I don't think she's able to give another question on our answers regarding to the session. And maybe
sorry, Asa.
Hi, Mbak Mega.
Hello.
Hi everyone. I'm in the way to Semarang right now.
Yeah, on the way to Semarang. Yeah, that's all right. Thank you for coming online while you're still driving.
Yeah, I actually got a question for
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, by all means.
Sure, please, Mbak Mega.
My face.
Well, sorry. Actually, I got one question. Can I ask now or?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Actually, I got one question. I was just wondering, did you probably have, I don't know, like events or events or something that you probably do with your neighbors or?
No. We did earlier. We did right at the beginning. We had when the house was new. We invited all the guests into our house, and we sat down for prayers and some food, and we invited everybody in. And occasionally, our staff have held arisan in our place. And other than that, we haven't done any other community thing. Although we contribute to community affairs, what things are going on. We make donations and that sort of thing for the village area where we have. That's probably about it, really, at the moment.
Okay. I just wondering because actually I myself also new in the neighborhood, so you probably you have like suggestion or something that maybe I can do to build up with the community because
anytime you want from our experience, just let me know, we're only too happy to help from the experience we've had so far.
All right, great.
Thank you. Hey, there's no problem. I just saw something coming up on the screen about social media. What was that?
Yep. It is a question from Belia, but first of all, thank you for the question.
Yeah. And it's one. It's one of the most. probably one of the most important questions you can ask, because our presence on social media is extremely important. It's very important. But it's got to be done properly. It's got to be active, and plenty of photographs and plenty of information, which we do, and we get a lot of direct bookings from both Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you, sir.
A lot.
If Mbak Dia
Yeah.
have follow-up question,
Yeah.
you can write that down
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
sir, since I remember you have staff that stayed on the villa as well. How you actually
Yeah.
maintain that, and how many people working for you?
Well, it's only the husband and wife, and they have been with us right from the start, and we trained them. We trained them ourselves, and to the point now where they are extremely good at what they do. And the other thing, because the husband is very good at maintenance, and also good at gardening, so he looks after all the swimming pool. So he looks after the swimming pool, all of the gardening, and all of any maintenance. He continues that way. And the wife is a very good cook, and she cleans very well and extremely friendly. In fact, all the guests that come love them because they're so friendly, and they make the villa very cozy and homely.
Interesting. It's like you not only connect with the guests, but you connect with your staff as well. So
absolutely, yes. Now, for those that don't know, our staff live at the side of the villa, and they don't interfere with the guests' privacy unless they're asked to do servicing, and or she's presenting breakfast. There have been a few occasions where people don't want anybody in the villa, and I say, well, I'm sorry, that's not our policy. We have at least one person on site all the time. So what we do is we just don't go into the villa area, or they don't go into the villa area at all unless they're asked. So it's only happened 2 or 3 times like that.
Cool. Thank you very much, sir, for your explanation. We have some people that really just came, maybe from. Oh, there's Pak Budi as well. Pak Budi, welcome, yeah. Pak Budi. Pak Budi is one.
He's just come. Oh, hi. Selamat sore.
Okay, so maybe if Pak Budi kalau ada pertanyaan, ya, if you have any question, you can address. Pak Budi boleh tanya ke Pak Chris, nanti biar Pak Chris membantu menjawab gitu. So maybe for this time, during this meantime, anyone want to ask any other question? Maybe from Pak Didi from house. Okay, Kak Dendi first. Okay, Kak Dendi.
Okay, thank you, Andre. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Loud and clear.
Hello, welcome, Pak Chris. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. And nice to meet you too, mate.
Yeah, it's very inspired. I heard for your story to build the reputation of the house Gembala, right? And
yes.
Yeah. Actually, what I want to ask is, do you have any future plan for the house Gembala? Maybe you want to create another the house Gembala, like the house Gembala 2, 3, 4, maybe.
Yeah,
Because,
well, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. You should mention that. We actually have another property in Kasongan.
Yeah. Oh.
We're actually in the process of putting on a lesehan onto that property. It's not going to be like the house of lesehan. It's not Lemasan. Sorry, it's not going to be the same as the house of Gembala. It's a different concept altogether, and it will be very Javanese because it's set in a quiet area before you go into the mountains at the back. But we will live in there for a while to get it. We're going to move there probably later this year to get it organised, and then we'll see if it's appropriate for another site listing.
I see. So the concept is kind of like joglo like that, or
Yeah,
like
very much so.
woody.
Yeah, Limasan Joglo. Yeah, very, very
Limasan
different.
joglo.
And yes, and we're going to put in there like Javanese antique furniture and things like that. So it'll be a totally different concept.
Okay, so may I know, because currently we have the house Gembala that
Yes,
kind of like a lot of guests, right? And then you make
many.
you
Yes,
have another property with the different style, like that.
yes.
So do you think with the different style there is what's called a demand for that, like that? So
We
because
we don't.
compare with current.
Yeah, we don't know. I think with the House of Gembala, it's totally different, and the House of Gembala is very, very popular, mainly because of the different design, and also it has a swimming pool, which is an advantage, and it can accommodate quite a, accommodate big families. So the Lesehan Limasan will not limited to the number of people we can take there. But we're in the very early days yet, so we're not quite sure.
I see. Yeah, it's very interesting actually, Pak
Yeah.
Chris, because like you have another concept.
Yes.
It's kind of like you want to out of the box, right? Like you want to try something
Yes.
new.
Yes.
Like experimenting.
Yeah.
If this is
Yeah.
might be
Yes.
successful, it may be a good way to go to
Yeah.
the success way, right? So
What you have to remember is that
yeah,
these are two entirely different properties, and because the House of Gembala is the style of house that it is, and it's quite big and has a lot of facilities. Obviously, the pricing is very different. So the pricing for the new one will obviously be a lot less.
I see. So the Limasan it's kind of like more like less price than the House
Oh, it
Gembala,
will
right?
be. It will be.
Okay.
Yes. So it'll attract a different market.
Okay, and then so you have a new one property, right? And then I think the uniqueness of that the new one is the style of the house. And then
Mm.
do you offer some like something special service, for example, like because in Jogja there is authentic about the culture, right? Maybe do you have something the special service like about the culture?
Look, we offer advice to people. If they're interested in certain things, we will advise them, and if we don't know, we will find out. We go to a lot of lengths to find out, to ensure that our guests can go and see what they've come to Georgia to see. If they need help, we will tell them, or we will find out.
I see. So you still open for all of information that, for example, the guest asking or they want
Always.
to feel the Jogja, right?
Oh, look, we've advised on all sorts of things. People want to know.
Oh,
They want to know all sorts of things, and we tell them to the best of our ability, and we advise also on local cuisine and local catering and things like that. What they want to do. Most people that come are quite happy to stay in the villa and don't go anywhere. Actually, surprisingly.
yeah.
No, they're quite happy. Particularly if they've got younger children and they don't want to go around all around the place in the car, and the kids can keep happy in the swimming pool and let the parents relax.
I see. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, Pak Chris, I have interesting question actually for you. So, for example, because in Bali, this is happen a lot in the villa, right? Because on the raining season, for example,
Yes.
I believe most of the guests cannot go out to trip or something, right? And then mostly they are stay in villa like that. What do you think,
Yes.
or what do you offer for make the guests like still can comfortable stay in villa, something like that?
Well, we have the pool, of course, the swimming pool, and we have cable television. And other than that, people entertain themselves really. Yes, and the Wi-Fi, of course, so people can stay glued to their
I
mobiles or laptops
see.
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe just a suggestion, Pak Chris. Yeah. So because you have a
yeah.
new property, Limasan, right? Maybe because
Mm.
that's already unique. Maybe you can prepare something a traditional play like that for
Yes,
on the children.
yes,
So yeah, the guests can play like chongka if you know, or small wayang or something. They can,
yes.
yeah, maybe use
Well,
it
we
there.
can. I think that's a good idea, and we can find out about how to do that. And what we need to do. Thank you for that suggestion.
Yeah, like gamelan or something, right? So they can
Yes,
try to play. Okay,
that's
then
right.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
yeah, that's a very good answer,
Yeah.
Pak Chris. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you very much, and
thank
those
you.
interesting questions. Thanks a lot.
Okay, back to Andre.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Pat, and thank you, sir, for answering that question as well. So I
no problem.
think yes, I think that's all for Q&A session for now. I think
Just one, Andre. Just one thing that I think we've omitted to say, and I just want
yes.
to is popular, is we absolutely make sure, particularly during these difficult times, we make sure that the cleanliness standard is 100% and sanitization and all that. People are looking for safety, security, and hygiene, and you've got to get those things absolutely right. We make
Thank you.
we make sure that before we take a new booking, and don't forget we have a lot of back-to-back bookings, which makes it difficult. But we've got everything down to a fine art, and we can turn the villa around in 2 hours before we have the next booking. But we personally inspect and make sure that everything is in place. Make sure the shampoo and the body wash is all there, the toilet roll, there's sanitizer, this or that. There's no that the floors are swept and vacuumed, and that there's no marks anywhere. The windows are clean, the kitchen's clean, and the beds have all got fresh linen and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely critical. If you want your place to be a real success, make sure that those things are kept as number one.
Thank you, sir.
People
I
are,
would totally
yeah,
agree with that.
people are very, very wary about where they stay at the moment, and I think a lot of people like to stay in a villa environment as opposed to hotel because they can keep to themselves without having to mix with other people. So people are always looking, and they want this hygiene and safety and security and cleanliness to be number one.
Right. That has been a lot of people concerned as well about the cleanliness,
Yeah.
about the safety when they're staying outside of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, always inspect your linen and make sure it's all clean and there's no marks on them. Make sure that when you look around your house after you've cleaned, ready for the next, make sure there is no hair everywhere. Hair is a real pain in the neck, but you must look carefully and make sure it's very off-putting if you find hair in the wrong place.
Yeah, right. I would agree with that one too.
Yeah,
That's a good input for all of us here as well. So
yeah,
thank you for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So maybe to close this session for today, how would you like to
Okay.
inspire what your advice for us?
Well, my inspiration advice for you is just to follow the things that I've said, particularly about this hygiene and security. Make sure that you interact with your guests, not so much as you interfere with their holiday, but if you can greet them greet them and make sure you can say goodbye to them when they leave. It's not always possible, but if you can do that, and then make sure that they have a number that they can ring if they have an issue, so that you can deal with it straight away. But if you follow all those things, you will have a very successful business.
Thank you very much, sir. It has been a great session with you as well, with your experience,
Okay.
with your over here, I would like to say thank you one more time because
Uh,
it'll be
Our
really good
pleasure.
for us. And yeah, I believe all of us here we got a lot of insight and input from Mr. Chris as well when he's
Yeah,
the house.
and we should not forget that we have an amazing relationship with Bukit Vista. We must not forget that because when you have a good team arrangement between them, between yourselves, Bukit Vista, and ourselves, it works very well, and that also is good for booking.
Thank you very much, sir, for that closing. So maybe for
All
now,
right.
we would like to move to photo session, sir. So Asa, maybe you
Okay.
you can close the share screen and would like to
All right.
take a photo of us here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, don't leave just yet. We would like to take a
Oh,
photo.
yeah. Okay. I don't know how I get rid of the share screen. Oh, I like this.
It's on Asa.
Share
Okay.
screen. I don't know.
So-
Share
Okay.
screen.
Wait, Andre, do you want me to screenshot or?
I can help Asa.
Okay. Thank you, Nadine.
Okay, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, please open your camera.
Is my open the camera?
Nadine, open your camera.
Oh,
Yes,
camera's on, right? Yeah.
on. I'm the cameraman, okay? So
Maybe
no need.
from farmhouse, Mbak Mega and Mbak Dea.
if you just can open the camera, that will be fine. If you can really do that, that will be fine too.
Okay, let me take the first shot then, okay? Cheese, everyone. 1, 2,
Cheers.
3. Great. Okay, freestyle, everybody. 1,
Freestyle.
2, 3. Okay, nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I think that will be all the session for
All right
today.
then.
I'll say one more time,
Yeah.
thank you for
Thank-
sharing the session for today, and
Okay,
everyone.
thank you, Andre, for hosting, and thank you, Ross, and thank you, everybody at Bukit Vista, and thank you, guests.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And I would like to say thank you for everyone who's attending this meeting for today. I hope the session could bring you into another inspirational on how you actually want to manage the property, how you want to have a good engagement with the guests as well. And that's all for today. And I wish you guys have a great day. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Thank you, sir.